Hello there, very good morning. You're watching Proactive London, and here next with us is Stuart Quinn from Medica Group. It's the medical imaging firm which has delivered a strong set of prelims, which we're going to go through all of the detail now, showing the company has pushed beyond your pre-COVID financial levels as well. So it all sounds good. A very good morning to you, Stuart.
Good morning, Katie.
So firstly, just kind of outline the main points for us here, and then we'll dig into the details together.
Yeah, so I think we've emerged from the pandemic with a strong set of results for the financial year ending December 31st. So we've shown revenues up 68% year on year and 33% versus 2019, which is obviously the last pre-COVID year, with strong operating profits increasing 141% year on year and 7% compared to 2019. And also really pleased to see that seeing strong performance from the two acquisitions that we did recently as well.
Yeah, well, let's maybe talk about those then, the acquisitions. So tell us about both of them.
Yeah, so we bought business in Ireland called Global Diagnostics back in September 2019. And that was obviously going into the pandemic. It was a difficult time for obviously anybody who was providing elective services, but that company has now performed very well and has emerged strongly this year with very, very good results. And we've been able to sort of assist our clients in processing large numbers of patient backlogs, as well as winning a new contract with the largest insurer in Ireland called VHI. And they've just opened up a new diagnostic centre in the south of Dublin, where we're providing scanning and reporting services. And hopefully as they grow, we'll look to grow with them. And then in the US, I think it's very exciting. We bought the business there back in March last year. It's a company that's focused on imaging for clinical trials. So it's a slightly different space for us. Again, it was sort of in the middle of COVID when we acquired the business, and a lot of clinical trials were put on hold because of patient recruitment being quite challenging. But that's all now starting to come through. We're seeing very nice growth, and we've seen an increase in the pipeline and backlog of opportunities grow by 35% since we bought the business to now over 50 million of backlog, which I think is a good that will then translate into revenue over the next 3 to 5 years.
Mm-hmm. I'm speaking to you about those acquisitions actually as they happened. I want to pick up on what you've been talking about there in regards to you supporting your clients to tackle their backlog of scanning. What is your role here, and how are you kind of making an impact here?
Yeah, so I mean, as everybody knows, it's on the front page of the papers a lot recently. It's about 1.5 million people at the moment waiting for some sort of diagnostic test, including imaging. And that's up 40% pre-pandemic. And actually going into the pandemic, we weren't in a particularly good position. There were still backlogs. So there is just an unprecedented amount of work to do. And for those people that are waiting, they're also waiting longer. So in our area where people need CT scans, MRI scans, people are waiting now much longer, over 6 weeks for these types of scans. So there really is a big pressure at the moment to get patients, to get them scanned, get them reported, and get their disease diagnosed. And clearly that presents a huge opportunity for us, because as I've talked about before, there is a huge shortfall in radiologists across the NHS. By 2025, the NHS is predicting a shortfall of over 40%, the numbers of radiologists they need to do everything. So that's about 3,600 radiologists that they're short. So that means that increasingly a lot of this work will come out to companies such as Medica to do the reporting. And as we've already seen, that's also driven our out of hours business, because now there are very few hospitals that still maintain an on-call system for radiologists. And most of the work, you go into A&E during the nighttime, will come out to a company such as Medica. And that business has been growing very fast over the last 12 months as well.
Yeah, it must be complete torment for those people waiting. I can't imagine. I see from your figures here, so you've got £9.6 million in the bank now. So what does that kind of enable you to do?
So we've been using our cash over the last couple of years really in two areas. The first is to invest into underpinning the kind of future growth of the business. And the big project there is Future Tech. And we've launched our first deliverable in that, which is our new PACS system, which is kind of the workhorse that our radiologists use to report. And that's gone very well. We're seeing already really good results from the launch of that. So that's going to be that's been the first big area of investment. And we're investing up to £6 million up until the end of 2023 in those new systems. The second area is then obviously we want to look at the cash flow that's converted, and we're looking at over 80% of our net operating profit converting into cash. So we can use that then for other things like M&A, and clearly the two deals we've done in 2020, 2021 are good examples of that, and those are nicely integrated now. And so going forward, we will be looking for other opportunities to invest that cash into other fast-growing businesses.
Okay, great. Well, we look forward to hearing what those are when they happen. Thank you very much indeed. That's Stuart Quinn there from Medica Group.
Thank you.